Hi, Aries. Hey, Aries. It's time to do the yearly forecast, see what's going on for your year. So this year, let me see, we have Jupiter in Gemini, expanding your communication skills, learning opportunities, and pushing Aries to explore new ideas. Mars in Sagittarius. This is going to energize travel, adventures, and long-term goals. Sorry about that. All right, so let's get started. Seven. All right, so I am putting out 7 cards. Just give me one moment while I just put them out. We have Mars and Leo during November to January. We have energizing creative pursuits, leadership roles aligning with your natural drive. Maybe Sun in Capricorn from December to January is going to highlight your career and public life, encouraging you to focus on professional ambitions. Well, let me see what I am getting here. Sorry, I had my cards too far away from me. So the energy of the year, the overall energy, is, all right, so the overall energy of the year, so basically the overall theme I'm seeing here is that you're no longer giving into energy that is no longer aligning with you. I'm seeing here that you're starting to pay attention to the things that you are focusing on. It's over. You've been overly generous with your energy. You've been looking at that what you give into. It seems like there's a lot of taking, a lot of polarities. You've started paying attention to how whatever it seems like you put your energy on, there's others who are looking to receive. And so you're looking a little further into how you can start manifesting more of what you want to be able to adore. So your boldest opportunity that's going to take place in this year of 2025 is actually, well, it looks like, there's going to be a person. All right, so it's going to happen. It's going to happen fast. There's lots of movement where there is going to be somebody who's going to be adventurous. It's going to be a lot of action, and there is going to be a lot of movement here. If you are a divine masculine, you definitely are going to be moving forward for a divine feminine. But I do see that you're definitely seeing an energy here of getting in your energy. You are an Aries, which is the emperor of all of the traditional tarot. And I'm seeing lots of movement. It's going to happen fast. And when it happens fast, it's just like you're going to meet the person of your dreams. So, what challenge will test your patience for the overall year? I am seeing here that your patience that you are being tested is knowing that you have to disconnect and release things that are causing you anxiety. Anyone that is no longer serving you, whether it is for the highest good or whether it is even just your own happiness. I'm seeing here that there is quite a bit of you finding that you no longer want to have to disconnect from those that are no longer. I'm very echoey. A lot of echoes. I wonder why there's echoes. I wonder what I did that's causing echoes. I'm not sure why there's echoes. So you definitely are going to see that there is a, it's them, not you. And so because of the fact that you start focusing a lot more on your own energies, you're no longer going to go and contribute to things that are no longer serving you. You're also going to no longer focus on the negative energy anymore. You know, if anyone shows up and starts pulling your energy towards them, you want to make sure that you are being served in a positive way. You are no longer going to be living up to serve others who are no longer showing up for you. So, what is going to lead you towards maybe some career opportunities? And I'm going to clarify on each of these. I'm just going through some general ways here. So I'm seeing here that you are going to narrow down what your purpose is. Before, you had lots of different opportunities. You may have been changing your career path in lots of ways, but this is no longer about you trying to figure out how to serve the community. And now what's happening is that you are doing what is going to actually make you shine. It is something that's going to be ready to serve you in a positive way. How can you strengthen your relationships? Well, your relationships have been going through a huge transformation and a change. I see here that you are now walking away from anyone who is causing you any form of conflict. You are no longer allowing to wear the rose-colored glasses. You started doing some work on your emotional blockages. You started doing some workshops or some classes, or you've been exposed to some great healing, but it looks like finally you're going to release those blockages that have been in your way. So your soul for the year of 2025 is going to be ignited in having, I'm seeing you're going to get some great rewards during 2025. In fact, you're going to get more than your share. It seems like some of the work that you've put in the past, you're going to start receiving some of that. There seems to be a lowering of those walls that you have created. And there is now, because of the fact that you're building some healthy standards, you're going to see a shift and change that is going to really waking up your soul. And so that you're going to see these opportunities and some of these wonderful ways that you're going to see that life is actually truly inspiring. And so while you are moving forward, the advice that I have for you about moving forward is sometimes some of the priorities, some of the people that you focus, or in the past you have focused on particular people that really was not serving you good. And so this year in 2025, you're going to see that this is a time for you to play, to dance, to sing, to be joyful, because this time around, you're truly going to meet the lover or the divine partner or the person. If they have not shown up yet, they definitely will be showing up this year. And for those who have somebody in the past, maybe perhaps they're going to finally show up in the way that they were meant to, finally, because of the work that you have done to yourself for this time. You have your overarching theme, which is what is going to happen in 2025, is that you are going to finally be free of the pain and the suffering that happens in relationships. You're no longer going to feel blindsided. You're no longer going to feel like it's a battle that you have to face. It's time for you to actually start living your life where you get to feel your emotions, enjoy relationships in a way that they would be wonderful opportunities. For love, I am seeing here that you are no longer taking love on as a duty or a responsibility. There is a healing of some contracts that have been assigned when you were born. And because of this, you are definitely finding there is somebody that there is a huge amount of attraction that is going to be lighting your fire, lighting your soul in many ways. So for career wise, I definitely see that there are some difficult choices that you have. Oh, I'm a Virgo too. So it is definitely some career choices that you have that you may find there's some difficult choices. You're not going to have an obvious way of seeing everything firsthand. This is where you have to really tap into your intuition, because you basically sometimes have to choose love over work. And so this is where your career may even take a back seat to your love life. In your personal growth, I am seeing that in your personal growth, well, you know, I am seeing that your standards are really high. You have opportunities that you no longer feel that you have to jump and leap and bounce and travel great distance to achieve. In fact, now you're going to start seeing opportunities coming to you very quickly. You're going to see ways that you're manifesting very quickly. And so your year overall looks very good for you. So let's go a little further and see if I can get a little clarification of what is happening. So for Aries, I'm seeing that the law of the universe that is going to benefit you is the law of awareness. So the more that you become aware of the universal laws, this will allow you to enable conscious living. Here, I'm just going to grab some of these cards just to clarify a little bit more. All right, so the energy of the year, which was the overall theme, is you no longer serving those who no longer serve you. I'm seeing that you are starting to take a hard look at the past. You're looking over all the trials and tribulations, and you're starting to connect the dots. It's been you wanting a relationship and you having your share of relationships, whether it was a boss, whether it was a personal relationship or just friends. You found that what you were looking for is something long term, and instead you question if everybody was ever on the same page, and all you wanted was to start something that was positive and loving for both of you to share. And unfortunately, that caused you quite a bit of problems everywhere. And so, Aries, you know, some did not accept you for who you were, and this is where it was time for you to start seeing where are you giving and why are you not receiving. Your boldest opportunity in 2024 with this person showing up and very quickly, I am seeing that you started healing a lot. You started looking at the ways that you've been wounded. You start looking at the ways people have taken advantage of you. And when you start seeing where you have given so much because you wanted them happy and you were actually not receiving that happiness yourself, you started healing. And when you started healing, you actually started become resilient and no longer manifesting this unrequited love. And so that shifted into attracting somebody who is a potential of a real great partner. So the challenges that have been coming up were you staying connected and no longer taking on the trauma or reacting in traumatic ways, noticing how you and your energy and what was theirs, and because half the time you were reacting to someone else's energy. So you started noticing that what was testing your patience was every single time that someone became avoidant, every time you were going through the same types of attraction, you were attracting someone, and it seemed like an endless cycle of repeating a karmic cycle. And it's showing over and over again that these karmic cycles kept coming up. All right, so the steps that are going to lead you to your career success, I'm seeing here, you've got both the King and the Queen of Wands upside down. So I'm not sure if this is because you are having an office romance or if there is something that is going on, but work seems to not be the priority of your personal life. So it seems like your personal life is somehow inconveniently work. So whether you have an office romance, or maybe you're not devoting most of your time to work as much as you used to, but there is a possibility that you are now showing that that you may have to make excuses why you can't work. Um, the the soul this year. Oh, sorry. This pile. I'm in the wrong one. Your how you're going to strengthen your relationships. You're walking away from anything that no longer serves you, that seems to be deceptive. Anybody is causing conflict. You start doing some emotional healing. And so, what I'm seeing here is you started realizing that these burdens are not yours to internalize, and that sometimes other people have problems, and it was not your energy. It was something for you to learn that other people need to heal, and it had nothing to do with you. And the only thing you can do is walk away and wish them the best. So in this situation, when we look at what passion will ignite your soul this year, you are looking at, when we looked at the abundance here, I'm seeing here that there is absolutely a new beginning, a gift of inspiration, where you see the ending of the burdens, you see the ending of the deception, and you see the result of this karmic ties wrapping up. Sorry here, guys. And so, advice for staying grounded while you are moving forward. Other than no longer putting energy into those that no longer serve you, you are choosing to be happy. And for those who actually show up, you are seeing that you are going to hold on tight to what you really see is showing up for you. You're no longer paying attention to people who are resisting you. You are no longer begging and pleading and wishing for desires that no longer are showing up. Anything that no longer serves you, you are letting it go, and you are ready to actually experience. You are able to experience and play and actually have fun. So when we look at our overall arching theme for 2025, I'm seeing here that you're walking away from addictions, attachment, and anything that you can't see, or any lies. You're just, you're just not even comprehending it. You're not in denial. You're just not manifesting it. Your love relationship, well, your love relationship looks like there was some deception that happened in your energy fields, and now that you're being aware that your past was not all what you thought, you started focusing on your heart, you started manifesting from your heart space. You truly are no longer looking at who you thought you were and becoming true divinity, true love. Your career is showing me that you're not going to go through leaps and bounds trying to go and achieve magnificence. You're noticing that they would replace you in the next day with not even thinking, taking a chance. So, you're looking at what is important for you, what you must actually devote yourself to, and what needs to be effort on your part. And so, basically, what part is actually really serving you. And so, last but not least, your personal growth for this year of 2025 is, where are you going to be strong? I see a new beginning. I see it's going to be balanced. It may not be the person that you thought it was, but it's definitely going to serve you well and open up your heart, open up your manifestation, and it will certainly open up doors that you never knew that was there before. It's time for you to step in your heart space and actually see that someone is not going to show up for you until you become love. Overall, this reading is saying, there was trauma that needed to heal. And now that you're healing, it's time for you to no longer fight a war, and for you to go back to being able to have happy memories, have very great celebrations. And now, what do you ask? How can you have more? All right, Aries, that was your reading for this year for 2025. Oh, and your shadow message. Your shadow message that I have for you this year is to embrace your imperfections. You need to learn to continue to improve where you can, learn where you can. You need to work on sitting in your uncomfortable feelings. And if you are looking for validation, don't ask for feedback, because validation sometimes is not going to feel good. So this is a time for you to really look at your emotions and why you feel they are important for you. I'm going to leave you now with your Grapholi number. And your number for the year 2025 is deep satisfaction. And this is deep satisfaction for you, 3097433. If you don't know how to use these numbers, look for my video that explain how to get aligned with the frequency of those numbers. And I look forward to seeing what this year brings. Comment below, let me know if you resonate with this, and tell me, how did your year go, and what are you looking for during this year yourself? Thank you for joining my channel, and I hope you get a chance to subscribe. Blessings to you all. Good night.